Nigerians are not used to hearing good things about their own country, and now foreigners are starting to notice. From tourists to digital creators, outsiders are saying something shocking. Nigeria is not what the world thinks, and Nigerians might be their own biggest critics. There's a saying that you have to fight Nigerians to save Nigeria. Various foreigners have visited Nigeria in recent times, and they didn't say Nigeria is perfect, but made one thing clear: it is far from the worst.
Nigeria is a village. Nigeria is like this. Nigeria is not beautiful. Hey, what is this? Is this your mother's crop? Is this your father's garden? Is this a farm? Look at this. Look at this, my friends.
So Simpo Gladys, who's currently in Nigeria, took it even further.
Been receiving this kind of comments for a long time since I stepped my feet here in Nigeria. Like everyone has been saying, this is one of government's projects because I'm talking about maybe the good things that I've seen in Nigeria. Yeah. So most people expecting to talk about the things they already know about Nigerians. Like, so we'll talk about the corruption, talk about this, talk about Nigerians themselves don't believe that there is anything good in their country. That is how what I've come to find out right now. Wow, guys, let me tell you, after traveling, yeah, I've realized that there is no perfect country. And a country like Nigeria that is perceived like to have a lot of negative things has a very heavy positive thing that the media don't want to focus on. Trust me, I've never seen a country that support themselves more than Nigerians. Oh my goodness. And as a Ugandan that love Nigeria so much, my genuine prayer for this country is for security to reign in this country. So after I'm done with my trip, I think I'll just share my genuine experience in Nigeria, and you guys are going to be touched how you don't know much about this country. I will share with you my genuine experience. I've been here now for 1 full month, and you won't believe.
And she's not alone. There's a growing trend online. Foreign visitors, expats, and travelers are defending Nigeria, sometimes more passionately than Nigerians themselves. They talk about the energy of the people, the scale of economic activity, the unmatched hustle culture, and the warmth of everyday Nigerians.
I've heard so many things about Nigeria, especially Lagos. When I told people that I was going to Nigeria, one of the things they said to me were,
Be very careful.
Nigerians are scammers.
Lagos is a jungle.
They'll kidnap you. These were the things said to me by other people, but the truth is, it was actually the same perception that I have of Nigeria. But upon arriving here, I found myself questioning that perception. Is this the Nigeria that I was always warned about? Is this the Nigeria that has been painted with so many negative descriptions? Because I found out that majority of the population were not actually like that. I found Nigerians to be wonderful people, warm, open, and friendly. I couldn't help but feel like a profound sense of belonging.
The economic, so we have like the economic influence on the continent, and then we have like the cultural influence on the continent Africa.
The entire African continent consumes made in Nigeria products, and this will range from Nollywood movies, it goes to the gospel preached by great ministers in Nigeria, and then we also have Nigerian music. So it's kind of like MTN. Everywhere you go, you would find somebody in some country consuming made in Nigeria. So this influences not only the African continent but the entire globe. You see people all over the world jumping onto trends when Nigerians release music. And we also see the exaltation of the body of Christ all over the world.
So let's just settle that. You can't talk about big, you can't talk about giant, you can't talk about massive in Africa without talking about Nigeria.
Many say they are shocked by what they found because it's completely different from what they were told. To many foreigners, Nigeria doesn't look like a failing country. It looks like a country bustling with potential. They see massive consumer markets, rapid urban expansion, untapped investment opportunities. While locals focus on what is broken, outsiders are focusing on what is possible.
about the cost of living. Nigerians are like, oh, Nigeria is expensive. Nigeria is expensive. Now this is away from the devaluation of the naira. I think it's an affordable country because even before the devaluation of the naira, we used to still come and buy from Nigeria to go and sell in Cameroon. Do you get? So Nigeria has always been a saving harbor for neighboring countries. You can buy from Nigeria and sell in your countries. So even now, now it makes more sense for business people out all over because they can now get things at affordable prices and make more gain in their countries. Nigerians, we are in a good country, and this is one of my observations. The first few days I stepped into Nigeria, I was like, this is such a beautiful, rich country. I don't know how to explain it. The atmosphere around, I know you all have your stories about things happening and everything, but the atmosphere I could perceive was an atmosphere that was conducive for growth, an atmosphere that anything you plant can grow. And I'm like, this is such a beautiful country. Anything you plant in Nigeria will grow. And I also feel like the extent to which Nigerians are excellent and out there is based on everything that is happening in their country at this time.
Yes, Nigeria has real challenges. No one is denying. Infrastructure issues, power supply problems, security concerns. But many foreigners argue daily life is not as dangerous as global narratives suggest. They point out something simple. Millions of Nigerians are building homes, raising families, and running businesses every day. But Nigerians themselves are divided on this issue. Some believe there's too much negativity. They argue that constantly bad-mouthing the country damages its image and discourages growth. They believe Nigeria needs more unity, more optimism, more pride. Others strongly disagree. They say criticism is not hate, it is frustration. They argue poor governance must be called out. Infrastructure failures cannot be ignored. Speaking up is a form of patriotism. To them, silence is not loyalty. Demanding better is. So here's the real question. Are Nigerians too negative about their country, or are foreigners simply seeing what locals have learned to ignore? Is this a mindset problem or a reality check? One thing is certain, Nigeria is complex, it is flawed, but it is also powerful, resilient and full of life. And maybe, just maybe, it takes an outsider to remind Nigerians of what they truly are.
Oh my good God. Let me know why most of you are not coming to Lagos. And by the way, just hear me out. I don't even want to put this camera on my face when I'm saying this, but I actually didn't know that this other side of Lagos exists. I'm not talking about right now. Right now I know because I'm a Lagos babe. Now, waiting. But back then, I didn't know that this side of Lagos exists. I'm telling you guys, when I came to Lagos and I started experiencing the beaches and whatnot, my jaw would be on the floor 90% of the time. Because this is not the Lagos you get to see on TV. Let me know if I'm saying the truth, man. Please back me up, because I know for sure I am saying the truth. This is not the side of Lagos the media portrays 90% of the time. They will always fill you with negativity, fill you with a lot of crap. Guys, listen, before anybody says, oh, maybe it's because you're married to a Nigerian, every country has their ups and downs. Even America, let making America great again, even the great America, there's a side that they work so hard to hide. That's the side of the junkie, that's the side of the crime, and then they glorify America. They glorify the place. But now when it comes to African countries, Caribbean countries, they do the exact opposite. The beautiful sides are really hidden. The beautiful sides, it's almost like it's a taboo to showcase how beautiful our countries are, but we are expected to constantly showcase how bad our countries are. Is that making sense? I hope that's making total sense.
They said we couldn't do a group tour in Nigeria. They said it was too dangerous. They said it was impossible. The travelers would hate it, that it's not safe. Well, I've proven them wrong. We are here with a group of people from all over the world enjoying this incredible country. So we're in Ocean State at Erin Ijesha Waterfall. And We've been traveling throughout the country. We started in Lagos. We've been in the Yoruba heartland, in Abeokuta, Ibadan, really seeing the culture and spirit of this country. And my travelers are loving it. We've received so much positive feedback on this trip. Nigeria is one of the most well-known countries in the world. Over 200 million people, one of the most populous countries in the world, but it rarely receives foreign tourists. And that's a shame. And I think a lot of people are afraid of it because of what is said in the media, but so much of that is not true. And it's a beautiful place. So if you want to experience Nigeria, it's a country that I fell in love with. I love the people, culture, food, everything here. If you want to experience it, come on one of our group trips. Check it out. Link in my bio. Give you all the information for you to come and enjoy this and experience Nigeria. Nobody is doing group tours like this, but we are. So come and check us out.
In Africa, there is a country that the Western media says is full of poverty, scams, and corruption. Because of this, many people have had these misconceptions too. And after many hours of researching about this country, what I found was shocking. This is the interesting side of a country known to be the giant of Africa, Nigeria. It is a country in West Africa that is very, very diverse. People here speak many languages, and wherever you go, it's a complete new world. The first thing you will see hiding inside of Nigeria is development that you will never see on the TV. Here, they are building an economy that is bigger than Hong Kong, bigger than that of Denmark, and bigger than that of Singapore. And inside this country, you will see tech companies, smart cities, with a film industry that is bigger than Hollywood. This country is home to one of the richest men in the world, who also turns out to be the richest man in Africa. This country produces 4% of the world's oil, and they ship it all the way across the world to your nearby fuel station so that it's easier for you to refuel your car and go out with your family. Nigeria is not just about a growing economy. This country is also beautiful, with a city like this, houses like this, and nature like this. Because of this, they are building an economy that many countries across the world cannot build. The truth is, Nigeria as a country has many problems, like poverty, corruption, and crowded cities. But just like any other country, they too are trying hard to fix them. That's why we shouldn't only focus on the problems that this country has, but rather focus on the solutions, what it has achieved, and what it is capable of achieving in the future. Hey! Thank you so much for watching my videos. I actually just want to change the way people see Africa. I just want to change Africa's image out there because I feel like it has been distorted. And the world sees Africa as a different place, but we also see it as a different place because it's our home. That's why I want to make videos about it for now, and maybe in the future expand to other continents too. So if you found this video valuable, don't forget to share it. Drop a like, leave a comment, follow this page, and of course, let's catch up very soon in another video.
There are mainly three reasons why I really fell in love with Nigeria, why it is my favorite country in West Africa. The first reason is how open Nigerians are, how open Nigeria is. Whatever ecosystem is in the country, if you want to be part of it, you can be part of it, right? That's how they open everything is, right? I feel like it's the only place where you can go, you have something, ideas, you have whatever, that you can implement it, and they'll treat you like a Nigerian. As long as you are adding value, you are welcome, right? That's the type of mindset that they have. They are not closed, right? And then the other thing is how fast-paced everything is, especially in terms of business, how things are happening, things are constantly happening, especially in Lagos, right? And Lagos is really the reason why I really fell in love with Nigeria. You get into Lagos and you see, if your intention is to do 10, you see people doing 70, and you're like, you know what, let me do at least 30. That's the type of environment Lagos, it will push you, man. Being close to that proximity, I really like that, right? And that is the second reason why I like the place. And the third reason really is the Nigerian spirit, right? These Nigerians people, where no matter how tough the things are, the economy, the country could be collapsed, the sinking and everything, and Nigerians will have something to find, something to laugh about. I can't come and kill myself. They have a way to cheer you up. They have this very good spirit, right? Where no matter how tough things is, things go align, my brother. We go, they're okay. They're very resilient people, and I like that.
What do you think? Are Nigerians too negative about their country, or is the criticism justified? Please drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel where we tell Africa's story differently.